Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to be hit and drop behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Just shy of midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. May gonna hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and 7. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 3rd down is May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
22 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
At the 32-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Off the play fake, here's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
15 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From out of the gun, here's May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Patriots will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The ground with Harvey. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Harvey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. On the return is Jones. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And the zone read, a give to Henderson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He's found his receiver, Butez. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're going. It's May.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards.
He was tackled at the 27.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the Patriots 30.
1 quarter in the books. The Patriots out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. As we are ready to get back underway. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get...
And he's in! Evan Ingram, touchdown Broncos.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. Broncos are on the board. It's 10-7.
Patriots 10, Broncos 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 31-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henderson. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw now, May digs on the reception, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So on fourth down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's in. What a drive. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Patriots 13.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, Henderson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and their running back, Henderson, making their way back out there. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackled by Zach Allen. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. Now, May has completed to Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, New England.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. May gonna look to throw. Has caught right side by Henry. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down. Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through, and the Patriots will open up a 6-point lead.
14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start out First down and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 1. They send Sutton in motion. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. To throw is Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. They'll go play action with Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Now Mike Vrabel, none too happy with that last decision, and out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 9. Now, faking the give. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal.
A 49-yard attempt.
His kick is good. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is May. That one incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll find the rookie 3rd-round pick, Kyle Williams. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
A gain of 19
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. May to the air once more. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
27 yards.
Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
The Pat's going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Patriots going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12
He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
41-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Harold Landry, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
At the 37-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. It's a great example why.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Working out of the gun. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New England. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Harvey, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll step up and run. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
It's a gain of 14
I love this
yards.
call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot.
First and 10
Give
at
credit
the
to the defense. They were
35-yard
ready
line.
for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Harvey. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 33, here's second and 8. Draw play here for Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once more, It's Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson, and he will have a Patriots first down. He will convert. It's third and short, and they pick up 4.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Nick Bonito there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Man in motion, it's Diggs. A run, and this is Henderson. He'll push forward for about a yard. P.J. Locke up to make the tackle. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. .21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Throwing on third down is May. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots first down. A gain of 12.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
May to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down.
Automatic first safety.
But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 20.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
31-yard line.
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. This one complete to Sutton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 29-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit, but it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. try the right side with Henderson. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
May to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Travion Henderson. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now is May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A first down throw for Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to R.J. Harvey. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's taken in, and he's got the 1st down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
And the Broncos.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Second down. Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Third down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got it inside the 5. And the Broncos going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Harvey, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That is caught by the tight end, Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 27.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, They convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
First down, Patriots.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
May going to hold on to this one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17
yards on that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's May. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
27.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll toss right side to Stevenson. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's Stevenson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Borregales on for the Patriots field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Pats will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Nix now on 1st and 10. He connects with Mims. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win. One more time. Come on, boy, just make a play out there. Let's go. Back to throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Broncos first
They get
down.
20 on the
1st and 10
connection.
at the
Good
40-yard
for a
line.
Denver first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 more
Give him
yards.
12 on that one. They are on the march.
First down.
Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. To the right side here. Pass is caught. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with
A
35
6-yard pickup
seconds to
brings
go.
up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Throwing is Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
Broncos 34.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.